Hi and welcome. My name is Tolan and I'm the co-founder of Productivity Me. In this video, we're going to look at the keyboard combination of Shift F7, which will allow us to launch the Thesaurus Dialog box within Microsoft Excel. We'll then look at a couple alternate methods to achieve the same result, that of launching the Thesaurus Dialog box. So with that, let's get started. Alright, so we now have Excel open. And in the last video, we looked at using F7 in order to launch spell check. And now we're going to look at launching the Thesaurus function within Excel. The way that you can launch Thesaurus is selecting the word that you would like to find a synonym for. I'm going to select it by double-clicking that word. And then you press the Shift key and the F7 key, and that would automatically launch the Thesaurus dialog box. Thesaurus in Excel, as well as in other Microsoft Office programs, isn't always the best fit, but it can be a good way for looking for synonyms when you're first trying to get in your mind another way to say something. So if we were looking for synonyms for digital, it's basically saying the largest kind of use of digital is numeric, so it might be numerical or alphanumeric or different options. You can look for Thesaurus in different languages, and it's pretty straightforward. If you wanted to do this without using the keyboard shortcut Shift F7, you could let's scroll over here to do the example. You could come up here, make sure that you're on your review tab, you would go to Thesaurus, you would launch that, and you could see there are multiple synonyms for something like price. Maybe you could do value. And a third way to launch Thesaurus, as you might guess, is to press the Alt key, the R key for review, and then E for Thesaurus, and it would also launch Thesaurus. So, although we covered 3 different ways to launch Thesaurus, that of Shift F7, that of clicking up here on your review tab and then coming over to Thesaurus, and lastly, we can press the Alt key, the R key, and then the E key. My preference is to use online tools, such as if you go to thesaurus.com, this is a resource that I find pretty useful, at least when you want to write in American English. So we could say, look up something like price, and then it gives the different kind of meanings of price and the different forms of the word, either noun or verb. So let's say that we want a noun. Consequences of an action, maybe we would use the word cost or expense. And this will generally kind of indicate the deeper the color, the darker the orange, the more kind of close the actual synonym is to that meaning. So again, whether you use an online tool like thesaurus.com or Excel's built-in function of Thesaurus by pressing Shift F7, you have a couple ways to look for synonyms or potentially even just definitions of a word. In our example, it was the word price. So with that, in our next video, we'll look at a formal lesson for F1. We covered F1 earlier in the course as an idea of launching the help dialog box in order to better understand a pop-out dialog box or one of the Windows ribbon tabs. Here we'll just briefly cover it as a way to look up different functionality within the Excel application. So check that out in our next video, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.